Welcome back to Creeper World 3 Ark Eternal, ShadeOfDead style. I am ShadeOfDead, and we're going to go finish up the Nabok sector. Tiplex awaits us. Let's not leave it wanting. And here we are. Now, I was afraid of this. I had hoped it had all been deactivated, but it hasn't. Next. What now? This is Tiplex, a machine world. It was engineered by the Tychon Empire as a defensive outpost. The Tychon Empire, one of the many human civilizations that arose? Yes, they were but one civilization, but they developed in a very militaristic way. They developed massive weapon systems. Entire planets were turned into weapons. Their conflict with the Creeper lasted centuries, longer than any other civilization, but the costs were unthinkable, and in the end, they failed like all the others. The Tychons developed a weapon system they believed would destroy the Creeper once and for all. It was an artificial, self-replicating structure that derived its sustenance from emitters. It was believed this would immunize worlds from emitters. And did it work? For a while, and to a measure. But it worked until the emitters were somehow changed. The emitters adapted to the parasite and turned this weapon, which the Tychon called Digitalis, into an asset. Emitters no longer appeared to lose any viability when surrounded by Digitalis. How did the Tychon people cope? They didn't. The Digitalis had allowed them to survive the Creeper for decades, but in one moment it became their undoing. Once the emitters adapted, the Digitalis no longer destroyed them. Instead, it would grow and protect the emitters. It appears as if this Digitalis still exists. With regret, it seems so, Scars. The Digitalis is a brutish and simple enemy. It spreads along predefined pathways, but those paths don't respect terrain elevation. Digitalis is tough, very tough, and your weapons will have difficulty damaging it. What is worse is the Digitalis replicates rapidly and will fill in destroyed areas with great efficiency. Your best strategy is to try to cut it off from its source. Digitalis requires a connection to an emitter to thrive. If you sever that connection, it will cease to grow and eventually wither. Digitalis also conducts Creeper rapidly and with no loss, so it doesn't evaporate, is what she's saying. So beware of this, as it can move Creeper over high terrain. If it conducts Creeper, then I suppose Anti-Creeper is also conducted? Indeed, Anti-Creeper is conducted as well. Anti-Creeper also slows the regeneration of Digitalis, so use that to your advantage when possible. I see there's a tech artifact in this world. It appears it allows the control of a second command node. This will be indispensable on this mission, Scars. I can't talk today. Collect that tech artifact, then land a second command node. This will allow a two-front approach. You may be able to take out the emitters that are sourcing the Digitalis. So we got an emitter here, an emitter here, an emitter here, and an emitter here. Now these two are making the Digitalis, and you can see this like skeletal framework. This is where like the Digitalis will grow out over. So getting rid of these will stop the Digitalis growth, and then we can easily advance. We can see how it's shaped. It's going to try to pierce up here onto this top hill, which is where we're going to land. Really don't have a whole lot of choice. We might be able to land like here maybe, but we're going to land here. Alright, so pause. Let's get our command node. We want to land over here so we can get the other command node. And we're going to go straight for it. We're going to go straight in towards it here. And then once that lands and those two get built, which shouldn't take very long, boom, we can see it growing. It's very quick. There's very little lag on its growth. Now, the little dots in the way here, we can get rid of those if we want to. We can use terps. It's not a terrible idea to do, especially on these little islands, to terp in those little holes. But we'll see if that's what I want to do or not. I'm not sure. I usually don't, I don't think, but might be worth the time, actually. Sure, put one there, and then let's get the ore mine built. Now, let's go back to orbital, wait till our command node reaches space, and then I can bring it back down. We're here. And we can do a two-front approach. And this might be the... This is how you want to do this. You could go on one side, but then you'd never be able to destroy the other side's digitalis, which is not what you want at all. But this also is good training for you to get used to having two fronts and managing two separate energy costs, because the energy that this node makes is not being shared with this node. Until we connect the network, the energy is not shared. So they are all on their own. They're both on their own at the moment, and they will be for a while. Let's get this all built. Let's go. We're going to want more collectors. I'm going to want a second row of collectors here. Like that. Something like that. A lot of these are turning red, and that's okay. I'll just plug them in as I go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I didn't want one over that anyway. Okay. So it's pause, unpause, or mine. There we go. And sprayers are pretty darn useful here. Get one of those built, and then we're going to want a couple of cannons up here on this side, and we're going to want a couple cannons over here too, and more collectors. And I know I'm about to take my energy into the negative. Somebody's freaking out already. I can hear him. So both sides are in the red, but you can see they've got different production amounts. Plus 2.7, plus 4.2. We're not connected. And we won't be for some time. Not on this mission. But you can see it's going to grow up here fairly quickly. I'm going to need cannons here to hold this back. 2 is a good number to hold back digitalis. And I'll show you something else we can do here. We can also set these cannons to fire at digitalis first, and then creeper second, which is what we're going to want to do here in a minute. Okay, let's just get them built. And then, yeah, it is going to build that. I wasn't sure it was going to. Okay, so my cannons are getting built. They're going to start getting used here very soon. We've almost got that sprayer built up here. Now, what do we do with the sprayer? Well, I don't think it can outmatch that, but we're going to try. I'm not sure this is going to work, though. We'll see if he's connected here or not. I don't think so. I think that's too far. We're going to have to go down here, I think. And let him land. Yeah, he's not connected, so let's get that done. And then we're going to need some reactors over here. These guys are built. Can't forget about, pardon me, either side, if you can help it. You want to try to stay on top of both sides of this at all times. Now we have a thing here that we're going to want. But you see how... There we go. Now he's getting anti-creeper. You see how he's kind of pushing it back? So it sticks to this creeper, or to the digitalis. These guys are going to hold this back. Let's go relay. I don't need that, actually. I don't need that yet. We're going to put a relay down here, though. And then we're going to need an assault force to go in here and clean some of this up. I'll put you right there. You can help shoot. Or I'll just put you right in the path. It won't matter. You guys are going to be able to hold this back. It's going to make a difference, though, once the creeper starts coming up, because it is starting to push up here in the middle. And we want to get this destroyed as soon as possible. Once this gets done... Alright, I'm going to start doing it over here, I think. We've got those 3 energy nodes, or reactors done. I'm going to build 3 of these guys. Build them up. He's holding it back for the moment. As I said, this is piling up here. This is the thing we have to destroy. We destroy this, we win. Whether we do anything else. Oh, we have spores coming. What did I destroy? Oh. Dang it. Click the wrong thing. There we go. Build my cannon. Weapons. We're going to need beams. We're going to need lots of beams. 1, 2, 3. This is probably more than I need. 4. And we'll do the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's probably good. We'll put one down on the end. But we're not going to probably need them that far down, but we will, just to get more overlap. So we're going to go red up here anyway. So I'm also building those cannons. But it's okay. I think it's going to be okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, they're going to fire in a minute. My beams are online. They're just getting rearmed right now. And once that's done, we're going to be pretty solid. And then we can build... I'm going to build just a few more reactors. Once these beams get armed. And things kind of go back to being normal. Alright, build one. Build 2. Build 3. Build 4. Build 5. Build 5. Why not? We'll go nuts. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that built. We're going to need some cannons up here. 1, 2, 3. And you, sir, need to get down here. Which means I need a relay. Here. And then here. And we'll pick this thing up. No. He's going to hold that back. You can see what would be happening if I didn't have this sprayer here. It would be trying to flow out of the out of this and up onto this island, which we don't want. We don't want them flowing up onto this island. I'm going to go ahead and move you forward, let you land. This is a most unusual scars. Message artifacts almost never survive contact with the creeper. This one seems strangely immune. It's almost as if the creeper intentionally does not destroy certain objects. What message does it contain? It will require some time to process contents. It isn't exactly encrypted, but it isn't in any recognized format either. I should have it processed by the time we reach the next star system. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Here they come. Lasers. More lasers. Okay. So, he's doing his job. And we can bring you guys down. But we're going to change you to shoot at Digitalis first. Now, that might be a mistake. Actually, I'm going to make one of you shoot a creeper first. Just to be sure. We're going to come down. And we're going to start shooting these things up. Now, this one guy's going to be in the Digitalis. But we should be able to shove it back pretty easy. And we sure did. We shoved it right back. Alright, let's move forward. Let's keep moving forward. How are you doing? Can I move you up just one square there? Let's move you over here. And we're about close enough we can nullify this now, I think. Right there. Alright, let's get them landed. Let's set you to shoot at Digitalis as well. They'll kill the creeper that's underneath too, but because he prioritizes the Digitalis, he's going to keep the Digitalis from flowing back up here that has anti-creeper underneath it. And that's what we need to do in order to keep this from being destroyed. These three boys are going to handle this no problem. And then we can start doing the same thing down here. Yes, yes, and yes. And I don't think I need to make you guys not target the Digitalis. That's what we want first. Then we can get rid of the Digitalis here. I believe it starts to die once we've done this. And that's the big trick here. Keeping this held off so it doesn't start trying to put creeper up here on your land. And also just pushing it back far enough to get this. This is what we're doing. Okay, nullifier. Right there. We need a relay to connect that. And one's down. Boom. Okay, we need some different weapons now. We're going to need some mortars. Boom, boom, boom. We could use flyers. Another thing you can do is use like strafers to sit here, like put a bunch of strafers around the emitter or emitters, and they will sit here and damage the digitalis with their shots. You get enough of them flying around here shooting, they'll start cutting the digitalis off from the rest, you know, the digitalis here off from the rest, which makes it start to die. So that's something to keep in mind too. We've destroyed the one. Now we're going to go ahead and do one of these maneuvers. And oh, they got it. I was afraid that was going to happen. Build it here. Darn digitalis is still growing. Oh, he ran out of ammo. Is he going to get enough ammo to survive? Yes, he is. Now, this might be bad because... Nope, we're going to be okay. You can tell by the shadow how far away it is from landing. But we do want to move these up and get closer. Now, when we destroy this one, this should make it start to die. These don't count for keeping digitalis alive. So, yeah, it automatically turns. Now, there is a problem with killing digitalis. It holds a certain amount of creeper underneath it. It holds it there. When you kill the digitalis, that creeper all gets released and it just starts spreading. So we're gonna, we'll like watch up here. When this dies, it's turning red, and then it's just gonna go sploof and just start spreading out, which is annoying, to say the least. All right, there, and you go ahead and get on that. Okay. Get down here, you get down here, you get down here. So, see, it just spreads out. It just spreads out. That can be dangerous to you. So keep that in mind. That is something that will happen. You go ahead and just fly over here. I made more than I need, really. You come over here and help this guy. I want you to come off of that. I want you to go on there. And then I want a relay here. Did I put you in the right spot? No, I didn't. Boom. Big range. And big fire rate. He's going to just start hammering this out here. This is slowly dying in. Slowly. But now it's going to die really fast because we're going to be shooting it with our crazy amounts of mortar shots here. Move up. Move up. I know I have them still set on digitalis first, but that doesn't matter. It actually makes no difference. If I put it on digitalis first and there's no digitalis, they still shoot creeper first, so it all works out. It's just fine. Now we're going to try to contain all this creeper down inside here. That's our goal. I may need to stretch down here and start taking this out. We'll see if I need to. I can't remember if I need to take one of these out or not down here. I might need to do that. You can come forward. You can come forward. Just lessen the amount of creeper that gets in here. Okay, you scooch off. You land here. Let's get a relay built right about... Oh, I don't want you there. I want you there. Let's get a relay built here. And let's get the sprayer up here. Let's get this sprayer up here. Makes a huge difference. And we can go ahead and nullify that. It won't matter for the first shot, but I can probably scoot you up just a little before it shoots. What blew up? What blew up? Relay? What relay? That relay. Okay. You guys need to come down here and help. I don't know what you're doing. Being lazy. That's what you're doing. Because I need to get another relay built. That's not a relay. That's a siphon. Oh, here we go. Air raid sirens. And this guy's shooting that way, and that guy's shooting this way. This will be fine. And zap. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and move up. these are all going to become completely useless here in a minute, because we're going to destroy both of these emitters, or these spore towers. So what happens is these guys get up here and they start making these holes in the creeper, and like I said, the creeper tries, it's a liquid, it flows downhill, so if there's a gap of missing creeper, it all wants to flow back down. And you can kind of watch this get smaller and smaller right here. It just is pushing back, it's falling back in there because of these things. Now we've got another big hole here with a power zone. Guess where it's going there? That guy. And then we're going to move these guys up. That sprayer is holding this no problem right now. And let's go ahead and build a relay right behind them, just to be sure that we stay connected if I start squirreling them around a little bit. Alright, he's going to land and just go nuts with his shooting, which is going to make a difference. We've done that. Let's get a weapon, a nullifier, put it there, but I got to connect it with a relay. We'll just put the relay right behind it. There we go. As we push forward, you come up here, you come up here, you come up here, and you're fine where you're at. You're actually not really doing anything at the moment, so let's go ahead and pull you up. You can't reach anything. I'm going to put this guy right here for the moment because it's a lot thicker on this side. I don't want it flowing back in, so let's get this nullifier built. I'm just kind of doing it in stages, moving forward slowly. I could probably push this side pretty easy and win, especially since I've got all these cannons that are just kind of laying around, not doing much at the moment. Come on down. So you're not even doing anything anymore because of the sprayer. Just keep leapfrogging forward. We've got this, no problem. Right here, boom. But this is kind of a good test for you to kind of see how well you can manage more than one energy node at a time, because some missions, and not necessarily story missions, but some missions that you can play on, like you know, that are user-made maps and stuff. It really is a very, very good idea to be using your multiple nodes in multiple places, so you can grab different resources and then eventually get them all connected back together. And we're just waiting on this to build and we'll win. I believe when I destroy this, these two will explode as well. We'll see. There it goes. Zap. Boom. Yep, they blew up. Oh, I can't move it. But yeah, we did it. Now there's some creeper left here, but it's basically useless. It's all gonna die. Heck, I could leave and it would slowly evaporate over time because there's nothing replenishing it. So that was that. It was pretty easy. Let's go ahead and leave this world. I'm gonna go ahead and fly to the next sector. We'll look at the story. You guys can look at that and decide what you think, and submit score. There we go. I did. I submitted it, I thought. Submitting score. Okay. Stop. What? Just don't submit it. I don't know why that was being weird. Okay. Sector map. We're gonna sector map. I cannot talk. I swear, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. We're gonna go to Egos or Egos. And we're gonna be here going to Lamal. Let me go ahead and pull up the archive transmission. Any luck cracking the format on that message artifact from Tiplex? Yes, it appears to be a text from one of the civilizations that followed the Seloi. As you recall, the Seloi were the only civilization to ever contact the Loki and get a response. The message is a transcript between two researchers who devoted their careers to studying the Seloi. The researchers believe the Seloi made a discovery regarding the intent of the Loki. Unfortunately, the message contains no further details or descriptions. I see. Perhaps it was just some random data storage device that survived the creeper. It seems as random as our purpose is now. Leah, did Palladius give you no instructions, no hint of my purpose? Did he save me just so I could witness the destruction of all things? Was this some form of cruel and unthinkable punishment? Everyone I ever loved has been gone for billions of years. Even their memories have been erased and crushed by the creeper. Not entirely scars. You are here, and you still remember them. True. The trouble Dax and Varro got into, with Aliana always trying to talk some sense into Dax. Those were good times, Leah. I wish you could have met them all. Scanning system. I suppose that is prudent. Let me know what your scans show. Scars. This system contains 5 worlds, 4 of which are shielded. The shield keys for these worlds appear to be all in this system, so that is some bit of good news. What's the bad news? Some of these worlds are likely to be very hazardous. Energy signatures indicate the potential for more than just simple emitters. Well, with great challenge comes the potential for great reward. Perhaps these worlds will also hold clues as to our purpose. And we have this awesome green sun. I don't know how you get a green star. One, you use artistic license and you just make it whatever you want it. And the other way is, I don't know, maybe it fills up with copper? Copper burns green. Is it copper? I don't remember. There's a metal that burns green. If you put it in a flame, it changes the flame green. Maybe there's like a ton of copper in here. If that's the case, this isn't going to last long. It's going to fall apart. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next Tuesday as we take on the Egos. And I'll see you guys then. Bye!